I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good morning, Myown Holmes. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful morning?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking. I've had my coffee, so all is well.
Love it, love it. You know, it's funny, right? I think the entire amazing audience that listens are going to wonder, who is he having a conversation with? Myown Holmes, right?
Right.
I mean, give us some background to your name, please.
Well, my name came from my mom when she was pregnant with me. She was the oldest of 5 siblings, and she always took care of them and always took care of other people's kids and gave them back. So then when it came time to have me, she was like, this is my own.
Oh,
And then it just happened to be an only child, too. I don't know if that was planned, but that's what ended up happening.
well, that is fascinating. Myown, what part of the world are you in right now?
I am in Montgomery County, Maryland, which is about 15 minutes from Washington, D.C.
All right. And which of your talents is responsible for us meeting?
Well, I am a social media marketing manager. So I'm always on social media. And then that's how I found you. I saw you on LinkedIn and I became intrigued.
Oh, intrigued. Yeah, that's one of my favorite words. Intrigued, fascinating. I love it. Those are my key words right there. So, who did you learn the skill of what's necessary to understand social marketing from?
Well, first, I have a background in communications. I have a BA. And then I worked in marketing in the corporate world. So I did a little bit of social media marketing then, and then they would send me to some conferences. But then the rest was just learning the skills on my own, like researching, taking courses online, because I really became, like, I fell in love with social media.
Yeah. Which is probably a ripple effect of how you are socially. Is that accurate, or are you introverted or extroverted?
No, I'm an extrovert. I'm probably at the top of the extrovert list.
Well, who did you learn that from? That energy of the party type of personality.
You know what? I would probably say it's a mix between my dad and my grandmother. Because my mom is an extrovert with people that she knows. Like, she has to get to know you. She gives you like that side eye, like, who are you? And then once she brings you in the fold, she loves you and like she's down for you 1,000%. But definitely my dad.
Yeah, he goes out. There are no strangers with him, right?
No, he's like, hey, how you doing? He loves like, we love to dance. We're on the dance floor all night. So it's my
Love it. Being socially, socially, what's the word? Being socially mixed, socially, the word isn't coming. So being someone that definitely is a social bug, right? Oh, there we go. Oh, she did it. Butterfly, right? So being someone who's a social butterfly does have its challenges sometimes. Why will you continue to repeat that skill nevertheless?
Because you have to network. I'm a social butterfly, but I'm an amazing listener. And that, I feel like that is the key. It's great to talk and network, but you need to listen to what others are saying and take in the feedback. Like, I always tell clients, they're like, I'm sorry, but I'm like, I have thick skin. I'm not afraid. In today's time, people are afraid of feedback and criticism, but it makes you grow.
I love that. It makes you move from the caterpillar to the butterfly. I love that. So please do tell us how we can find more of what you do, understand your services and how they work.
Of course, I am always on Facebook, facebook.com/sociallypolished. My website is socially-polished.com. And I'm on Instagram as well all the time, instagram.com/sociallypolished.
Wonderful. Tell us one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
I've been a mom.
Oh, really? How does that make you feel?
That's my number one job. I love social media marketing, but I was put here for them.
Wow. Suggest to someone out there who's probably a career person who is doing what they do. And in terms of parenting, why would you suggest to them to do what you've done by putting full emphasis on, hey, I'm a mom?
Because we're building the new leaders of the world. So that job is exceptionally important. We're building up the new presidents, the new senators, the new people who create Facebook or Microsoft. So it's important to cherish and nurture them. That has to be, like, social media marketing is important to me. My clients are important, but that is my number one job because they're the future.
Love it. Love it. Amazing audience. We are live with Myown Holmes. She is the creator, I would say, of socially-polished.com. Check that out. Everything socially polished, even the internal home set, right? Socially polished. I like that. Well, Myown, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine. That is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water.
Nice.
Myown, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory, I would have to say, is I think I was turning like 7 or 8, and I had on this white and pastel blue dress that had all these ruffles and ruffly socks and patent leather shoes, and my hair was done all pretty. And the party was at my great-grandmother's house, and all my cousins and aunts and uncles and my great-grandmother and great-grandfather were all there. My mom had threw me like this big party, and I had a clown.
Wow. So you are 7 or 8. Why do you think this memory is so clear?
I would say, because when I saw this question, I was like, that's a vivid memory for me because family means a lot to me. And that's the last memory I have where we were all together, like from great-grandparents on down, for a happy occasion.
Yeah, well, that's intriguing. The person right before you, he had an earliest childhood memory where he was leaving the house and the last picture he saw was a picture of him and his father. But it's just fascinating, the impact of the leaving, right? The final, the last. But can I offer an interpretation to the third picture you created in my mind? I love the idea of, even back then, you being polished for the social atmosphere. I love that. Even when you look at when you look at your website, it's polished. Like I've been to many websites, but yours has that unique identity. Like, hey, if you're looking for that polished effect, go check it out. It's socially-polished.com. But it's amazing how that has definitely remained as a marker as to who you are.
I would say so. The funny thing that now that you say it, like, my family didn't grow up like wealthy, but the thing that the women in my family always said was like that someone learned how to sew, someone knew how to sew, and their outfits were, I was like, oh, that's nice. I thought you said y'all didn't have any money. And always looked, as you say, polished. They looked good. Like when they left the house to go somewhere, whether it was a party or a wedding or whatever, they always looked good. And so that just, like, my mom used to dress me in that stuff, and then I guess it just transpired onto me.
Yeah. And let's not take away from the fact that, hey, you have an eye for what is polished,
right,
and what can be polished in someone's in whatever they're doing as well. So yeah, love it. If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
12, I loved Aaliyah. I was like a big Aaliyah fan. I had the tape. It popped. I bought another one. So Back and Forth by Aaliyah.
Yeah. It's definitely a process, a back and forth process in becoming polished. It's fascinating how these things connect. Aaliyah is definitely a polished artist as well, isn't she? Like the face, the look, love it.
So.
All right, my friend. Well, we have now arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to go quickly here. Myown, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
My son. I have a 14-year-old.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
All right, so you have your son. Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Probably with the kids, yeah.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
More.
My own, after having 1,001 conversations in 3 months, I came up with a workbook. The name of it is Yours, and it stands for Your Own Unique Real Self. Connected to that is your own unique real statement. If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, your mission, something that represents Myown Holmes, what would you say that is?
Something that represents Myown Holmes is, I would say, be true to yourself, follow your heart and your inspiration, and anything you do, put your best foot forward to look polished.
Oh, love it. Love it. Myown, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I would just like to say thank you so much. This has been great. I love it. Keep doing what you're doing. It's wonderful. And guys, just check me out. I'm on Instagram.com/sociallypolished. Just always post every day, post daily.
Myown Holmes, this again was a great pleasure. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.